The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn up field once he got the ball in his hands.
I like playing this one. It's the only one I play. I don't play any other one. The other ones are for you. This one's to me.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
He's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
No, we're playing together.
24 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead,
and it's a Packers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. He's got him in. Complete. 20.
Oh, no.
Touchdown.
No more bees.
DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here.
But is it for girls? Is it for little girls or adults?
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Mommy, I like this. Did you tell mommy that? Or you forgot? Okay, I said, I need to brush your teeth, sweetheart.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Whatever, dude. Bullshit.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So
yeah, we're going to look at it later, okay? But you have to go to bed now. You have.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Yellow. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down.
Mommy, do you know this song? Mommy, do you know this song? Mom, let me play something. Do you know this song? Oh, Mommy, can I play that song tomorrow? Can I play that song tomorrow? Hey, because that's my favorite song. I didn't hear that a long time ago. So I'm going to hear, ooh, honey,
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive.
Nah, I was checking if you online or not. Let me see.
And no better evidence than
Oh,
those
send me
last
an
2
invite then.
snaps.
Okay.
They weren't going to
All
beat
right,
this
hit me up
coverage,
later.
though, 2 plays in a row.
Yeah,
and
hit
that
me up
one
later
falls
then.
incomplete.
I'm in the game. Man, I do games, still won them all leagues. think this is the one where you have
left side here for Nwangu. What? Get into the ground on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Handoff to McAllister. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert.
Just a game, man. It's not like a playoff game or anything. It's a regular game.
First down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have to...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Mahomes going to run again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Towels? Because it gets dirty and they have to get it clean. They have to wash it.
Confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion to the left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
So I give you a tiny little bit. I don't need to.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there.
You want your star? You have to do it a bit.
Go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
No.
I wanted to get cold.
Okay, I'll put it in there. Go. Bad. Stop walking around. Go.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
I'm blowing him out.
Some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to Robert.
I might tell you to come and share anything. I was asking if you're online,
So in
too.
the second quarter, we'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the
GG's, man. In the third quarter, you could concede. Go ahead and concede if you, you had enough.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. From the 31, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach for the score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Touchdown, Packers! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 20.
Yo, you could go ahead and concede, bro. If you don't score in this drive, it's concede. You gotta finish the game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the...
Yo, GG's, man. Good game.
15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action, Tannehill. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
21.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
11. Go ahead.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Garoppolo again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Tannehill. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Garoppolo's throw taken in here by Jackson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Jaguars! Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room, but a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick. 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Tannehill on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking underneath. He's got Akers. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
But Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Michael Pittman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again is Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick here is good.
But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
21, 21.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a lead now up to 14. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Wait.
Garoppolo now, first down throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Up the middle they go with McAllister. Room here to run. Past the 20. 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have moved a lot of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 40 up to the 41.
The center receiver in motion to the right. To throw is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Quick.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Tannehill.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Darius Slayton, 27 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
65.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danico Autry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Jacksonville.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jamar Chase.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
11. Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. Right side caught by Jackson.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He will find his man Chase complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tannehill going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get ready. So a sack on a 2-point try. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is taken. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he's going to return it to the 21.